Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing a pale draconian conjurer of Hepliocalcana. Every time I start a video, I'm like, oh yeah, we're pale draconian. I wonder what I could have done with my steam breath in the last episode. Hey, why isn't it clicking? Alright, there we go. Like, I don't know, there was that fight, the last fight we had that we ended up teleporting from over here. If I'd used steam breath to cut off line of sight for these guys, maybe we would have had a better time. That's sort of what steam breath is. It's a way to cut off line of sight. Mostly. I don't know. So I'm still not sure if we should go down to Vaults 2 or back to Swamp. Just to, like, get some more experience. Ugh, I feel, like, so weak. This character is not that great. Well, let's ask it this way. How would I feel against the monsters we ran from in Swamp? It was like Hydras and Spriggan Riders on Swamp 1. I think we'd be okay against them. Swamp 2? Oh, there was like Nicola, right? And a Swamp Dragon? We still don't have any poison resistance. Right? The only place we could get any is that double sword, which is not so great. So, and then there was, of course, Swamp 4, where... Okay, so did we have any spectral things? No, this was like Animate Dead, basically. Okay. But there's all of this stuff down here, which if we could get some leverage going by killing some things elsewhere, we could maybe handle, but there's not really any way that we could do that in a big hurry, I think. I think we're better off just trying to continue in Swamp 1, Vaults 2. Hopefully it won't be as nasty as Vaults 1 was to get started with. We'll run into some, like, actual monsters. Oh my god, really? Monsters in a size and amount that we can deal with is what I was gonna say. But we just immediately got marked. First monster we saw. Okay, well. Let's hole up here, I guess. No, let's go upstairs. Rest off the mark. Oh, geez, I don't want to be marked on Vaults 1 either. Yowza. Okay, well, that's a bit sketchy. I guess we better fight this guy first. Well, I can shut the door on you all day, buddy. Until International gets in the way, I suppose. Alright, so we were marked up here for a few turns. There is some chance that more monsters are on their way. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if we can take them out while we have some ghosts. Whoop! He fell down down a hole. All right, well. Really don't need to carry stones. I think it picked some up when we went and did that ant vault. Stones we had. Stones aren't on auto pickup, but we had thrown stones in there earlier, and so auto pickup was like, "Oh, we used to own these. We should keep them. We should get them back." But that was a very long time ago. Really, no need to continue collecting those stones. Just because we used to want them doesn't mean we want them anymore. Ugh, Rakshasa. I hate those things. They're the worst. Well, okay. Also, Ironbank Invokers are also the worst. Okay, we do quite a bit of damage when we manage to connect there. Good. Now we can back off. Death Channel. And try a bolt of draining. I don't know, we'll just tab in here a bit. Where's the Convoker? There. Let's try to finish him off before he can summon any more nasties. Not quite. Internationale is heavily damaged. Yeah, down she goes. Alright, one more shot at the Convoker, I hope will do it. Yes. Good. I didn't want things getting worse. I think this is a fine engagement, but not a great one. And if we add a bunch more enemies to it, it's going to get unpleasant. We're right now just starting to surround them, and if they surrounded us instead, of course, things would be quite a different story. Alright, this way, guys. We don't need to chase that centaur, that Yaktar down. He'll come get us. Well, let's Death Channel, I guess. And go get him. Good. An enchanted greatsword. That would have been good if we weren't so heavily invested in pole arms. Great Orb of Eyes. Oh, we have very low magic resistance, so it could actually be a threat. But I think if we just stay behind a horde of allies, we ought to be fine. Wow, we bit him to death. There's that Deep Elf Death Mage. Yeah, then they're ghostly, so Bolt of Draining and Death Channel are obviously going to do no good. Here is where it would be nice to have some sort of spell to do something about undeads. Dispel undead or something, I guess would be my first choice. Control undead would be nice, but I don't think it would likely work against these guys. Just Dispel undead to dump some damage on them would be fine. Oh, Scroll of Identify on a new scroll? Scroll of Summoning, sure. Whoa, he got confused and then paralyzed. Good work, Internationale. Like, that's basically an instant kill when she lands a paralyze on a monster. Assuming there aren't like a million different monsters around. Enough that it would make it hard to get at any one paralyzed monster. Okay, well, there you go. That was Vaults 1 again. Let's go have another try at Vaults 2, I guess. Another Vault Sentinel, very funny. At least I didn't hear anyone else shout as a result of him blowing on the signal horn. Oh, thank you. Internationale, you are the best. Did I just get marked here? Yep. Alright, well, we better get back to the exit. Okay. I guess if you're going to paralyze him, I'll stick around long enough that we can kill him. Maybe this is too greedy. Freezing Wraith is confused, but we don't have time to take advantage of him. We gotta get out of here. And a third Vault Sentinel, by the way. So the good news is that the monsters to the east of the staircase didn't hear anything, I guess, and therefore the fact that we were marked didn't cause a bunch of monsters to come through here. They weren't awake, so knowing where I am didn't help them. Now they're awake. Well, I actually still didn't hear them shout, but he just blew on the horn and he's pretty close by, so we shouldn't count on that situation continuing, even though maybe if we're lucky it will. Okay, good. We are now out of... He can't mark us, that's good. Death Channel, I guess? And back to tabbing. Oh my word. Okay, well, Bolt of Draining, I suppose. Missed all the bad guys except one. We really are not... This is not a good spot to be fighting in. What happened to him? Did we kill him? There's a Vault Sentinel somewhere. He's running away. There he goes. But we couldn't turn him into a ghost because it's too dang crowded here. Alright, let's come back here, guys. I'll idealize International, I guess. And let's get him with some Ice Blast. Didn't I have an identified Ice Blast? Huh, I guess not. Must have been a different game. I don't know, that seems weird. I'm pretty sure I had one. Okay, well. Anyway, while they are clumped up there, that seems like a good time to use Ice Blast. And we're still death channeling, but we're not regenning. I should regen. International is destroyed. Oh my gosh. Alright, we gotta get going. I don't want to be adjacent to a mighted stone giant if I can help it. Let's put down a Conjure Flame, I guess. There we go. That got him. And we'll chop him up and eat him. But of course now that staircase is no good. Oh boy, Vaults is not going so great. I mean, we haven't really had to spend any consumables, which is something. But, we're not really making progress quickly. What is this? A bunch of junk. Well, let's try to stay not too far from the stairs, I suppose. Oh, good paralysis. There's just so many monsters on the loose down here that I'm not really prepared to deal with. Let's shut that door so he doesn't... We don't have to charge at him and he doesn't get to convoke stuff. Turn on regen, I suppose. There he is. Oh, I thought this would be a door, but it's not. Okay, well. He's chanting recall, huh? Well, maybe I better leave. No wardens, so I can just walk away. International is not going to have a good day. Another recall coming in. Sentinels blowing on their horn. This is an exciting escape scene. Looks like we can probably attract this one guy upstairs at least. Can I like tab one Vault Guard to death maybe? Barely. Where's International? I thought she died. I guess not. Alright, we got marked. Very funny. Take this guy upstairs. Rest off the mark. Well, I guess not. Just attracted a bunch of ogres, which is fine, I guess. Ow. That's a lot of damage. Well, I didn't respect the ogres, and they are making me regret it, I guess. Let's idealize her. Good plan. She killed something. Oh, hasted ogres. Yikes. Alright, that gets Internationale back. And now we have a pretty good engagement with this one ogre. Let's just regen. I'd rather not spend MP on a bolt of draining that's not likely to do very much. And a ghost seems to have killed the ogre mage who was causing all the trouble. Good. Anyone else? No. Seems like the problem is handled. There's this dang sentinel again. Well, another dang sentinel, I suppose I should say. He's chanting recall. But he didn't follow me upstairs. Wait, was he actually adjacent to me? I thought he was. He was. Will he not follow me upstairs while he's chanting recall? That's pretty clever. I didn't know that. If that's what happened. Good thinking, I guess. Alright, where's the last staircase? This one was pretty safe. I mean, safe is relative. It was safer than the others. Okay. We rested off the slow. I feel like I'm having trouble commentating because everything around here is just like a nightmare. What is this? I don't know. Not terribly important, I guess. Maybe it was the vampire mage who was down here, and he somehow got through the door, like blinked or something? Oh yeah, nice confuse! Oh, plus we drained him to death before he could summon everything. So that's the kind of thing I wish I could use Bolt of Draining for regularly, is like prioritizing high danger threats. Okay, yep, should have seen that coming. Blink? Yeah, as expected, that took us the wrong direction. We gotta get out of here. The problem is where we land is not likely to be very safe either. We're starting to run low on teleports as well. Which tells me we're really sort of handling this wrong. Yeah, we're in pretty bad shape. If we aren't careful, we could end up dying here on Vaults 2. Even if we are careful, we could. So, all the stairs up we have discovered already. And none of them are anywhere near here. So we're going to have some trouble getting... We also found all the stairs down, and they're up on that half too. Except for this one. So even if we, like, say, ran downstairs to Vaults 3... well... I guess whatever stair we found would be one of the others. If we found another stair up from Vaults 3 back to Vaults 2... it would take us back into the part of the level that we know about. So maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. But it means that we're not going to find any stairs up just walking around in here. Yikes. Is Internationale alive? Do I know? No, she's dead. Okay. So one two-headed ogre, not much of a concern. Right, we can take him. Ooh, identify Ice Blast? We were using that a fair bit. I think Necromancy at 15 is probably fine. We need to get back into our defenses. There we go. Finally remembered to use that. It bought us a little bit of time, but I guess not that much. I was hoping he would charge into the room, but he didn't. Well, We actually handled these Actars without too much trouble. I'm not keen to go charging out, but on the other hand, I'll be in even worse shape once all my allies have dissipated. Well, there's Crypt. I've never seen acid dragons before. They're new. They replace modeled dragons, I think. Makes more sense because the yellow draconians, and they removed modeled draconians. I think modeled dragons just kind of sucked. Acid dragons, it's nice to have. For like symmetry with all the various kinds of draconians you can have. Enchant armor I would happily have on, say, my gloves. And I guess I'll take a zombie acid dragon as well. International's in terrible shape. Let's idealize her. She died real quick anyway. That's too bad. This guy, oh, he has a battle axe. Alright, we got him though. I'll take some dex, please. Yeah, slime creatures, huh? Fire bat? What are they doing here? Does that ever place in vaults? What? That's very strange. There must be some weird vault here, I think. Or it's a shapeshifter, maybe? That would be a little weird, but not totally out of the question. Yeah, it was a shapeshifter. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay, we can handle a couple slime creatures. This is all fine. I actually should be exploring to the north. I'd like to get back to the situation where if I need to, I can run away. And that means being near stairs. Right now, if we get cornered, we're in quite bad shape. Can't get shapeshifter zombies, huh? I guess that makes some sense. A weapon shop. Okay, well, it's regen and Titan. Fog is probably a good choice here, actually, just to stop the Titan from like sniping us quite so easily. Yeah, he noticed us, but can't do anything about it just yet. And hopefully we'll have a few more zombies by the time he arrives. Okay, there's one. A convoker. Yuck. Here comes the Titan. Lightning, huh? Yeah, I don't like how this is going. I mean, we're fine on health, but like we don't really have enough zombies to do anything to a Titan at the moment. Maybe use some kind of evocable, huh? Does he have fire resistance? No. So maybe that's what we can do, is get him in a lamp of fire position. But I'll back up first. Renew the regen. This Orc Knight, not such a big deal. Alright, now do we try the lamp of fire? I could aim it here. It's actually not very far. It might not... There used to be something that would like stop lamps of fire from doing anything if they hadn't traveled very far, but that was back when they summoned elementals, so I don't know if it's still the same. I could use lightning, but of course that would be a problem. make a lot of noise. Maybe acid. He's corroded. That is good news. Now, one more acid? He's heavily wounded. Okay, that's great. I'm glad we've invested some more in evocations, because this Titan is a big problem. Lamp of Fire now? Tengu Reaver with an electrocution weapon as well. Okay, well, the Titan is about to come up this side, isn't he? So let's get one more acid shot while he's still lined up with the Orc Knight. Yeah. Renew the Death Channel. We got the Titan. Okay. The Tengu Reaver is still a big problem, but we at least have a Spectral Titan on our side now. I'm thinking we use some more evocables here. What's a Reaver's armor class like? Probably pretty high, right? It's okay. Lightning Rod could be a thing. I was looking at his armor class because of Scattershot. I think it's still the case that is more effective against low armor targets. Of course, everything is more effective against low armor targets, but it's like fragmentation type beam, which has armor class applied several times or something. So it's particularly ineffective against armored targets. International is dead, I believe. Well, let's try the lightning rod, I guess? I don't know. He's on fire. Let's see how that pans out first. And like just tabbing him is pretty good. I'm in a cloud of cold, but I have good resistance to it. Hit him again? And again? We killed him. Great. Regen. Probably time to blink out of this cloud of cold, I guess. Didn't really work, but... Okay, we need to do more about this situation. Like, I should have drunk a potion of might a while ago, I suspect. But now it's a question of, like, should I quaff haste as well, or what? The War Gargoyle is an issue. I think I'll just quaff might for now. Try to kill off the Orc Knight so that we can get... Wow! Look at that Spectral Titan go! Good work, buddy. I wondered what had been dealing damage to the... Two Convokers. Neither of them chanting Recall. Okay. A third Convoker. That's a bit silly. Alright, well we have might up. I'm gonna try not standing behind allies, because right now while I have might, I get a lot of extra leverage from actually hitting monsters. And I don't want... I'd rather get that than be a little bit less exposed to damage by being behind my allies, because I don't want them to take damage either, right? We're in trouble if our like Titan Ghost starts dying off. Okay. This is not yet unmanageable, but I probably should quaff haste. Which means I should have done it earlier. I did not anticipate the Convokers arriving and dropping a bunch more monsters into the area. Well, let's hit this guy. Yeah, it does a ton of damage. What happened? How did this guy show up? I don't know. He must... Oh, he was just there and he just came around the corner or something? Alright, let's idealize International. That should improve our damage output and her survivability. Okay, keep an eye on things. Regen is off, which I don't love. I was thinking of leaving it off so that we would have enough MP to re-up the death channel instead, but I think we probably will have 5 MP by the time it wears off, or shortly thereafter. And this way I'm regenerating in the meantime. Alright, that's another Convoker down. Just one left. Plus, of course, all these other jerks. Let's re-up the death chant. Oh, it costs 6? Oh, I take it back then. Alright, well... Paralyze the Actar Captain. International, I would really like you to stay alive, please. So we idealize her, and don't get the death channel, but I think that that's a little bit... It's more important to survive this immediate encounter than to worry about having more ghosts. And we just barely, I think, managed to do an okay job of that. With might and haste and all this other stuff, we sort of just came out of it okay. And the Spectral Titan made no small contribution to this cause. Yeah, this is, as expected, all junk. I'm feeling bummed about having to spend one of my 2 potions of haste, but that was a very bad situation and well worth it, the expenditure. Whew. Is International alive? She is. Okay. Well, we haven't finished Vaults 2 even, but I think that was enough combat for one episode, and we have explored a big chunk of Vaults 2. Maybe half? 2/3? And killed a lot of the monsters in it, right? I mean, the Convokers were dropping guys on top of us from all over the place. So hopefully it's a bit of a ghost town when we head back down, but let's do that later. For now, I think this was enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.